Welcome to the Hasn't Been 3 Days podcast with your hosts Justin and BJ, where we talk about 3-day-old news, sports, and whatever else we want to talk about. You, the MVP listener, you listen in, you laugh, you hate on our takes. But if you're going to hate on our takes, just don't let us know unless it's been 3 days. So we're back. This is the episode a few of you have been waiting for. And
It was supposed to be on video, but we decided that I don't look good after being up since 3 a.m. So,
or
I don't know.
any time.
We're just going to say technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. It's staticky.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. But we are together at last. We are in the great Pacific Northwest, and the Rabel family is here live on location in McMinnville, Oregon. And so
they're sitting here staring at us.
We are glad they are here. They made it. So glad you're here.
Hey.
How was the trip?
It was good. It was a long trip. We started out at 3 a.m. this morning and arrived at 8 o'clock tonight? 7:30?
Yeah, something like that. Local time.
So it was good. We had 2 easy connecting flights. That went smooth. Becky got searched by security for like 40 hours, it seemed like. But, everything goes good. So,
well,
we're here.
That is good. We're glad you're here. We're here for, it's going to be a fun week. We got a lot of people coming into town, and we're glad that Justin and Becky and Brielle and Brenton are here. And we also have some other guests with us tonight. We're all gathered around the microphone, so bear with us tonight. We've got Brielle and Brenton and Cooper and Abby here. And we might get some Chinese
and the wives
from the wives as well. The wives, soon to be wife.
We can call it the wives.
Yep, it's happening. So
we can at least call one. She's been married to me long enough.
Yeah. You're still there. So we got a list of topics tonight we're going to discuss. We picked our brackets last week.
How did we do on our brackets so far, BJ?
We are doing amazing. Here's the thing that people don't know about us, Justin. We've been friends for almost 30 years, and
you're always wrong.
See, that's there it is. We never agree on anything, and yet we put together 3 different brackets, 3 different tournaments, and we told each other we had to agree on every pick.
And we did.
And so on the NCAA men's tournament, we had to agree 63 times, which we don't think we've agreed more than twice in 30 years of friendship. And yet, of those 63 picks, the Sweet 16, we have 15 out of the 16 picks.
That's right, because we're amazing.
We're amazing.
We'll be here all week.
Where's the applause meter? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's applause? Okay, thanks.
Crickets. Yeah, crickets.
Maybe one day they'll show up. We could help it out. Maybe.
Not working.
There we go. Thanks, kid. And live. Unbelievable. This is an hour I'm hearing. Yeah. Anyways,
we picked brackets. We have a family bracket pool going on. Who's winning that, Abby?
Me.
Abby says she's winning. I don't think that's true, but
did you pick based off of colors of teams or mascots?
She did ask for some help, but I didn't give it to her, so she did pick every one herself. And she did all right. Are you really winning?
I don't know how to know if I'm winning.
There's points at the bottom. There's a number, and the most
43?
points is winning.
46.
Is that yours? 46?
Good radio.
Hannah.
57.
57. Which one is that one?
Hold on.
I think that's
42.
ours.
Dang it.
Yeah, 57's got to be ours.
57. That's mine.
No way.
No way.
That's mine.
No way. I don't believe it.
So we're in the spirit of brackets. We are talking about some topics that we've got off of Abby's Pinterest board tonight.
BJ, do you have a Pinterest board?
No, I don't know what Pinterest is.
Yeah, me either. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some. I don't know.
So let's start with
a list of Pinterest things. Abby's got stuff about popsicle flavors and brands and relationship advice, unpopular opinions. I don't know. She's all over her Pinterest board.
Well, let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
You guys just spent all day on a road trip or a plane trip, and you're staying in a hotel. What are the top 3 all-time hotel room snacks? Brielle, what are your top 3 hotel room snacks?
Go to someone else first.
Go to someone else first. That's by the brand of
Brent's.
Johnson and Company.
Yeah.
Go to someone else first. Is that chocolate or fruity?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
So we got chocolate.
Brenton,
instead of
what do
fruity.
you like? What chips do you like? Lay's?
Original or
But
baked?
that's not what you ate.
What do you mean?
You Pringles. Yeah, you did have Pringles. Pringles.
What flavor of Pringles?
Cheddar cheese.
Cheddar
Oh.
cheese. Yeah.
I think
Ew,
Do you
dry
get
mouth.
flavored pretzels or no? But then you have to have something to drink because
Yeah.
dry mouth.
Then you have to go to the bathroom
What?
constantly.
Red Bull. She says Red Bull. Yeah.
That's not good for you. It'll give you wings. Road trip stuff for me is peach rings. I love peach rings. Pretty solid. That and I'm usually driving if I'm not flying. So sunflower seeds. That's a good one. And a can of Arizona iced tea. 99 cents at your local gas station. And they never go up with inflation, ever.
It's amazing.
It's amazing they're still around.
Is it
At
though?
99 cents.
Yeah.
So, but you know, do you have anything like M&Ms or anything like
Yes, we have a fammy tradition, and
what, Twizzlers?
Twizzlers or red vines. So licorice is one of those things you got to have.
that? Like a full licorice or like the nubs ones?
No. You got to have this. You got to have the red vine, or you got to have the full licorice strand. Yeah.
Are they still nubs if you just take little bites out of them each time?
I think they're called nips, aren't
Or
they?
nibs or what are they?
Nibs?
I don't know.
Nibs. Yeah.
What are they called? Nubs? Like the wives are laughing at us
because I had a nip slip. That was my bad. So this is out for the whole world to hear. I apologize. My bad.
One fall down your shirt.
No.
Um,
All right. So yeah, licorice. You have to have licorice. What are you drinking? Like you said, Red Bull, Dr. Pepper, Moo,
a cow, milk.
chocolate.
She's drinking milk.
Ooh. What's your drink? What's your
Alani. She's Alani.
Alani? What is that?
Yeah, don't you know what Alani is?
No, it sounds like some girl's name.
It is a girl's name.
Like it's Melania.
And her
Trump's
last
cousin.
name is New.
Alania.
Alani New.
Alani New.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So
The peach one's
Twizzlers,
pretty good.
You're a peach rings person. You're chocolate, evidently. Okay. What kind of chocolate?
Depends.
Depends. That's a diaper, not chocolate. You're really not helping
If
yourself.
you eat
here,
too
Brielle.
many,
You
might
could
need
have
it.
the runs. We talked about the runs tonight with Cooper. Yeah.
Just don't say anything.
Just don't
Runaway
say.
squirrel. Runaway squirrels.
Becky, what is your hotel snack of choice?
Licorice is on mine also.
Licorice. Yep.
And
What do you like M&Ms? Didn't you like M&Ms?
peanut
Peanut butter
butter.
M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms
Yeah.
are solid.
Yeah.
Trolley gummy worms.
Trolley. Yeah, we like the gummies
Yeah,
for sure.
Our whole bag of
Slim
them.
Jim.
Yeah, my mom goes. That's her go-to. They're traveling tomorrow, so she'll have meat sticks with her.
They're gonna let her on the plane with a meat stick?
That's what Slim Jim. She's diabetic, so you can get on with anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Nerd clusters.
Nerd cluster.
Okay,
Those are solid.
Someone help me out.
Those are
Help me
solid.
understand, why did nerd clusters get so popular so fast? They're at every sporting event.
Why did they not exist sooner?
Exactly.
I get that.
Exactly.
But where did they just like randomly come out of nowhere? And they're literally at every sporting event.
Well, what's crazy is nerds by themselves are they're an ick, as we're going to talk about.
Oh, ick. That's a red flag, right?
That's a red flag.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So we're being told. You know.
Scott, you need to explain the definition.
Yeah, you do.
No,
you do, but
this
not
is
yet.
Two
Just wait.
grown
It's not
men
time
who
yet.
don't know anything.
It's called foreshadowing. It's in
Then don't talk about it.
in the
yet.
business. We're waiting for that to come later.
That does not apply.
Okay, so nerds, help me out.
Nerd
Nerds are horrible candy by themselves.
Actually, they're only good if you eat out of the small small box you get for Halloween.
Yeah, and then
If they come in a bigger,
Toss it back.
if
but
they come in
still,
a bigger box, they're not good.
they're not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have
So
they're
nerd
in
clusters-
moderation.
Okay.
Yep.
Moderation. So it's like portion control.
Yes.
Candy portion control.
If you can put it all in your mouth, it's just one bite.
It's one. They're okay.
Yep. Just like a nacho.
One nacho.
Yep.
Oh, that's a story. Should we tell that story?
I don't.
I had nachos
Oh,
last night.
we should tell that story. How many jalapenos did you have in one nacho one time, BJ?
Oh my gosh.
7.
20. Was it
I
20
think it was 20 jalapenos.
on one chip?
Yeah.
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 That was an amazing.
This falls under relationship advice off of the Pinterest board here. Or popsicle flavor. Jalapenos.
We were at an Applebee's.
Yeah, it was a different night than the night that we had the challenge of who could eat the entire plate of nachos and finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. We had a competition, sorry, that we
Just me and Justin was the, I don't know.
the judge, the mediator,
I guess I judged a nacho eating contest and I didn't even know what was happening.
well, what people don't. I mean, Justin and Becky and I used to go to Applebee's at least
We own stock.
twice a week.
We were
maybe
poor,
more,
so we ate there cheap.
for half price appetizers, and then
It's the only time we went after 9 o'clock.
yeah, and you could get nachos, and so Becky and I would challenge each other in nacho eating contests, and so yeah, we had two separate contests. One was to see who could eat the whole plate of nachos, and the other was to see how many jalapenos you could fit on one chip.
But you were the only one doing that because you're the only one who liked jalapenos.
So I
And-
won.
Champion.
Champion.
Yes.
What? Undefeated champion.
But
I do remember that now that you're.
I remember
you
how
refreshed
sick
my
you
memory.
got.
Talk about the runs. Yeah, that was a bad night.
That was bad news bears.
Yeah,
Walter Matthau.
you were fine because you didn't have any jalapenos.
That would have been a red flag if that was a first date.
That's true. Yeah.
That would have been an ick on a first date, right?
I don't know. Evidently, I don't know what ick means.
What does ick mean, teenagers?
An ick is like something someone does that makes you just kind of like not like them anymore, or like just like turns you off, I guess, or just makes you like no, like.
So how is that different than a red flag?
Because a red flag would be something that like this is a red flag I'm not gonna get with someone if they have this. Like this is a no, like
Just a hard stop.
yeah. But an ick is like if you're talking to someone or you're like someone and then you get the ick and you're like that gave me the ick. I don't want to talk to you.
Like a
That's,
bad vibe.
So would an ick be like a yellow flag, like a warning sign?
I guess. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Is that like a yellow card in soccer?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Two of those,
I've
you get
told-
a red.
I've
and
told
you're
some
done?
people in my life, you do get three strikes. It's like baseball. We talked about baseball last week. You get 3 strikes and you're out.
In what?
Relationship advice. Here we go. Now we're segueing.
Well,
into
we've segued in
relationship.
multiple different flavors.
Yeah. So the ick is a yellow flag. We're understanding
Said
that
players.
now, right?
Flavors.
So I don't
Relationship
know.
advice?
Yeah. So you've been married for how long? How many years?
Ooh, what year is it? 25? We've
Yep.
been married 24 years this July.
24 years.
No cheering, nobody. Okay,
Good
thanks.
job. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a big
She
step.
kept me around.
So I'm not going to ask Justin this question. So Becky, and I'll repeat her answer so she's away from the microphone. But Becky, what was an ick that Justin had
geez.
presented
She
while you
gets
were
this one.
dating her? While you were dating her.
Hey, audience, she's going to say bowl cut.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
told you.
So Becky's saying the bowl cut haircut was an ick for that. What about the?
It's a good thing I never judged any of her haircuts.
Well, the bleach, the haircut went with the bowl cut. It was a package deal,
Yeah.
and we got a really cheap discount where we got.
Rest in peace. That's why I started having Brenda Offit cut my hair.
Yeah. So Justin had a bowl cut with his. It was supposed to be his tips dyed blonde, bleach blonde.
It
back in
wasn't
the
really
day.
that bad.
It turned out to be the whole bowl.
Do you remember when I had really long hair? You remember when I had really long hair when we first moved back to Lincoln?
No.
And then you and Nate made fun of it and called it a mullet, and then I cut it off.
No, I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, she
Poor
preferred a mullet over a bowl cut.
My ick is
What is your ick, Abby?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that what is bad hygiene though? Is that
not wearing
smelling
deodorant.
bad, or is that like
smelling bad? But also, you can look at them and they just look like an unclean person.
Oh,
Like they just don't.
they don't care?
oh, we saw that today in the Portland airport.
But
No,
Yeah.
Phoenix airport coming to Portland.
but at what
Woo,
point in
talk
life?
about an ick. Red flag.
At what point in life, as a guy though, we have a different perspective of this than the girls probably do. But the girls that are chiming in on this are freshmen in high school. What point do guys need to start trying?
6th grade.
Middle
It's like
school?
trying, like taking care of hygiene.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
6th grade.
Dress yourself.
The second you can dress yourself. Okay.
Makes sense, right?
Okay. That's fair. When did you
Right,
start,
boys?
When did you start wearing deodorant, Justin? Tomorrow?
Yeah. Actually, when I pull in your driveway, I put deodorant on before I came in the house.
You reapplied.
Oh yeah, 100%, and put
Yeah.
cologne on.
Yeah.
Because I've been up since 3 a.m.
So okay, I like to spin this.
I have deodorant in my car for golfing.
All right, enough about the
Yeah.
deodorant. So we've established
eat
that
it.
good hygiene is a good thing. So let's spin this back to positive. What are green flags? What is something you're looking for in a partner, in a person?
For relationship advice? Or just
I
like
think that's
a
where
friend?
this applies. Yes,
Or is this a friend thing? Friend zone?
both.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you mean, friend zone?
I don't know.
in your best friend, what is a green flag? What is something you're looking for in
Like,
your best
just
friend?
A friend that I have.
Your best friend.
If you had to decide between
We don't have
two
to mention
people,
their name.
we
Right.
could if you want to.
If you want to give a shout out, it's fine, but we don't have to.
What's a good green flag, kids? Anybody? Any teenage opinions that might matter?
A good sense of humor.
That's a good one.
Get one, right?
Get a sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, she's holding back the laughter. Yeah.
Nope, not that.
Yeah. Okay, a sense of humor.
Give me your reaction.
What else? You did react.
Nope. Okay, cool.
No friends or just no green flags?
I don't pay attention.
No green flags, I guess.
Oh, what about from the wives section?
Yeah, wives.
Green flags? You have
I
green
get a
flag,
new
Brielle?
friend. I told this. I don't know who I told this to. I told. I don't know who I. Maybe Bree. I don't know. I said I get a new friend now too in Heidi because you know you're getting married to her.
Maybe you're still on trial.
Okay. Never mind, Heidi. Guess we can't be friends.
Just kidding.
Are you
Just
gonna tell me
kidding.
to remove her?
Heidi's good friends. She's friends with everybody.
Oh, okay.
She's nice.
I could probably hang on a second.
Hold on.
I could probably think.
she's kind to
I
everybody.
think I could probably say some names right now that she's not friends with.
Yeah, she's not
Yeah.
friends with everybody. I
Yeah,
misspoke.
gotcha.
I apologize.
That was an unpopular opinion.
That's a green flag, though. If you can apologize and say you're sorry to admit you're wrong, that's a green flag.
That is
Yeah.
green flag.
Green flag.
Yeah, see?
Good job.
Green flag. Kindness is a green flag. I agree with that, too. Did you know that?
What about loyalty?
I could preach on this for a minute if you want. If
Let's
you want
hear
me to
it.
go.
Pastor BJ.
No.
Same.
Oh, they said no. I guess that's a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a hard
That
stop.
was an egg.
Okay, that's an ick. Got it.
That's it.
Understood. Unpopular opinions. BJ preaching. There we go.
I think it's a good opinion. I like when you preach. I miss your preaching.
Well, any other green flags, friends or otherwise? What did you say? Did you say something earlier? No. Okay.
No more eggs.
Nope. Nothing.
Like I said, no.
Wow. All right.
Okay, we got a lot of looking around
You
going
did.
on right
Thank
now.
you.
And no one's
Thank you.
talking.
So we need somebody who's kind.
What about
who's admit they're
loyalty?
wrong. Loyalty's good.
It's a good red flag.
Green flag.
Oh, which one are we talking about? I'm colorblind. Sorry.
Green flag. Well, that was the serious portion of our podcast, brought to you by Thelander Leadership Consulting, where everybody needs a little TLC. So as we transition this,
You're so cute when you do that.
and now you get to see it. Now you get to see it in person. So, what's next on our topic list?
Well, let's see here. Abby's. Let me search the Pinterest board here real quick.
Refresh.
Best non-social media app.
Yeah. Yeah.
Block Blast or Roblox
Block Blast.
Block Blast.
You can't even say that. Block Blast.
Just you.
Or
Road Roadblocks. Roblox.
Road construction? Do you guys have an app for road construction and know where things are at?
Blocks.
Roblox. Got it.
Block.
Block Blast. Got it.
What about just Tetris?
Clash Royale. That's not. Yep. Yeah, that works. What are you playing right now, Brenton?
Baseball
He's
Baseball
playing baseball
nine.
games.
Okay.
Brent also has what's the one that you just blow up the countries in the world? What's that one called?
Clash Royale. Sort of. No.
No.
What other games you got?
Or apps. Best non-social media app. I know in Oregon a lot of people use the weather app.
Yeah.
You know what's a good app is
Facts.
IMDb for movies and TV
Five
shows.
Yeah, same.
Actually, this is my favorite app right there. Chipotle.
Chipotle. Yeah.
Chipotle app is really good.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. Yeah, DoorDash is
Oh,
top.
Word Feud? No. Okay. I don't have any games. Oh, the Monopoly game that we play? Becky and I, we have a Monopoly slots game that we play on our tablets. That's really fun because it's, fake money.
You don't lose anything.
Here's the unpopular opinion: is Justin won't put a game on his phone, so he thinks he doesn't have these apps that he uses, but he just uses a tablet and thinks he can.
Yeah, but I don't carry my tablet with me everywhere.
I know. I'm just saying.
It is a very...
Still an app.
I don't have games on my phone. I never did when we had kids, so they would never play on my phone.
Well,
Right? Did you guys ever play on my phone? No. See?
I did it on mom's. Yeah.
Yeah, because you played games like a child.
No. Ick.
Red flag.
Major.
Unpopular opinion
My
Justin
bad.
just gave. Bad
All right.
relationship advice.
That. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't really have anything. Fantasy football?
Fantasy football. Yeah. Yeah. Well, unpopular opinions. I don't think this one's going to go very far because I don't think anybody's going to say anything. But
I said one.
what is it?
Oh, babies are cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a tough one. I work at a pregnancy
ever-
center.
Did everybody hear that, though?
She said the unpopular opinion. So we're switching gears. This changing of gears is brought to you by Thelander Leadership Consulting. Let us handle your books so you can handle your business. Here's an unpopular opinion. I'm getting all these looks for promoting a business. So, unpopular opinion by, can I say your name? By Abby is that not all babies are cute.
Even
It's
though
true.
you say, hey, your baby's really cute.
My mom says that
Congratulations.
It's a baby, so I'm like, oh, it's such a cute baby.
Yeah.
Oh, just like
Wow.
And Becky used to work in
Becky used to
in,
be a NICU nurse.
NICU nurse, and she just said, I don't think, for those of you that didn't hear it in the back row, she just said, if you can just say something like, well, oh, you look so much like your mom, or your dad, or whoever's giving you the ick at the time. So there you go. Unpopular opinion. Go ahead.
Whoa, hang
Pepsi
on a
stuff.
second.
That's going to be a controversial one.
Oh, no.
That's an unpopular opinion for this crowd, but it's not with me. I agree with Cooper on that one.
Well, Coke and Pepsi both suck, so. Yeah. Pepsi's just there's my unpopular opinion.
Pepsi is watered down Coke. You're right. Absolutely. Cooper and I agree on that.
Oh, there's water.
Well, I'm going to slash all your tires.
What else? What other unpopular opinions do you have?
I don't know.
Don't know.
It's probably best I don't say anything.
Why? It was because it's unpopular?
No, I don't know. I don't really know if I have an unpopular opinion. The baby one is pretty good.
That's a good one. That's a good one, yeah. I like the Pepsi one, too. That's good, too.
Oh, I don't know that.
Only two that were said.
Yes. Yeah, those are good.
Coke and Pepsi debate. Tell you what.
It's solid. It's solid.
What about do the wives have any unpopular opinions besides your husband's doing a podcast?
Crickets.
Yeah,
Literally
Yeah.
crickets outside.
Literally.
They're sitting up.
you would think that they would be sleeping over there. What? Okay. Well, this is going off well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Should we just talk sports now?
There's an unpopular opinion. Hey, Nate, Here's an unpopular opinion. People don't like it when we talk sports.
Okay.
Yeah, another shout out to Nate. I think Nate needs to be on the show more often. So
I think Nate should do a segment.
No.
maybe it could be sponsored.
By who?
I don't know. Maybe he could come up with his own sponsor. Since evidently this one's not working. So,
No, it works. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
well,
Someone just got to sign on the dotted line.
sign on the dotted line. Yeah. Oh. Well, here we
Somebody earlier, somebody threw out the best non-social media app earlier was DoorDash.
go. Hmm.
Did you see yeah, Abby said that. Did you see the recent news regarding DoorDash?
No.
And a company called Klarna, excuse me.
The finance company?
Yeah, that you can finance
DoorDash?
your DoorDash.
Okay. Abby would do this for Crumble Cookie.
What? Well,
Because,
hang on a second. Crumble Cookie you gotta take a mortgage out.
yes, here's the thing. She just looked it up because they will DoorDash. We don't have one in McMinnville, for those of you that
like
know
45
this.
minutes away.
Okay.
From Salem?
Like
Salem or from Sherwood.
Wherever.
And so either way, it's like 40 to
Sure.
45 minutes away. They will DoorDash to McMinnville. She found this out. She did her research. Six cookies?
4 cookies.
4 cookies. 4 cookies.
For, I was gonna say $40 easy.
$2 a cookie.
No, because the cookies are still the same price, but obviously the delivery fee is going to be a little more because they're
Obviously.
driving 45 minutes.
Obviously, yeah.
So
Now you can find
But now,
Now
you
you
can
can
finance
finance
it
it.
through Klarna.
Klarna. Is it Klarma or Klarna?
It wasn't
Klarna.
DoorDash, it was on
Uber
DoorDash
Eats,
doesn't do Crumble to.
McMinnville.
I don't really like either,
But
but still. I mean,
People are gonna be doing this for groceries and literally their McDonald's orders.
They already do. Oh,
Well,
Klarna.
finance.
Financing. Oh my gosh, yeah. So if you need some finance help with your books,
Yeah.
contact Thelander Leadership Consulting. When you take out that loan through Klarna, let us handle your expenses for you.
Did you know have you read the terms of that financing with them?
No.
It's like 4 payments to get it paid off.
4
And then if
payments.
you don't, then it goes into like a 6-month payment plan. So the payments are weekly. So it literally
Okay.
just breaks it down into paying it weekly back. And then if you don't pay it back in those 4 weeks,
Okay.
then it goes to a 6-month with APR, like over 20%.
Well, and here's why, right? Because we all cried for. Here's an unpopular opinion, probably. We all cried about minimum wage and all these things, and I say we because our country, we had to pay people more money. We got to do all this stuff. People are saying, why is it so expensive to go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac meal for $94.64? Well, it's because we got to pay these McDonald's workers $900 million an hour. So, yeah, what is it? No,
Go Air Cruises.
we just had some technical difficulties, a glitch in the system there.
But
Abby says another unpopular opinion is cruises are overrated. This is coming from somebody who's never been on a cruise.
But my reasoning is pretty valid.
No,
We'll
it's
talk
not.
about that.
why? Because you'll get COVID or what? Oh, okay. I didn't know
No.
what your reasoning was. I was just making things up as we go.
Pirates.
Oh, pirates?
Pirates. That's her.
That
reason.
was a fraction of it, yeah. But like, think about it.
You know they go in safe waters, right?
What if the ship just like Titanic all over again? You don't know it's going to be you, but then the Titanic.
Well,
happens again.
Hang on.
Or what if I
Well,
get
most cruises, except for Alaskan Cruise Line, don't go somewhere where there's like icebergs. Most of them are going to like
The Bahamas where there's sun. Where
Yeah.
you want to be on the beach.
Like, what if it literally just starts sinking?
because like someone forgot to put a plug in the bottom of it and just started
Yeah, what if
fill it up with
What
water.
if the captain is like this evil villain who wants to kill everyone?
I am the captain now.
What if a drunk guy pushes me off the edge of the cruise?
Yeah.
What if a drunk driver hits you?
Those are all possibilities, but
Yeah.
until you've tried it, you also are somebody who said, "Don't knock until you've tried it." Oh, accountability sucks.
Popular
It
opinion.
was supposed to.
Oh no!
Is that a
Yeah.
dick?
You're allowed to have this unpopular opinion. It's just wrong. So.
No.
What?
That's a good one. That's another good one. I'm sure
Really?
there's
I've never
people-
been on a
I know there's people. My podcast role model would agree with her on this. That cruises are basically of the devil.
What? How many cruises have you been on, BJ?
I think 7. 7.
7 way too many?
No.
Okay.
No. At first, I was not a huge fan, but then I got into Vacation BJ mode, and that changes everything. I got dreadlocks on a cruise once. Yeah.
Wowzers. Hey, you're getting a haircut tomorrow. Are you going to get dreadlocks tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
No.
That would be sweet.
That would be sweet. I don't think for those photos I'm getting this weekend it would go over very well if I had dreadlocks. You do you, boo, is what I hear.
Yeah, I'm pretty
No.
sure that's not going to go over
Okay,
well.
so here's the thing. My brother is coming into tomorrow for
Tutu.
Yeah, and my brother talked about this when he was on the show with us. We were talking about weddings and being in everybody's wedding, and it got brought up my hairstyle for his wedding. So
you were
I wouldn't be surprised.
Shiny bald.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brady shows up tomorrow with his head shaved, just to pay back. No, I shaved my head and bicked it to the skin.
And then he almost got a sunburn around the golf course.
Yeah.
Was your fashion choice you wanted to be bald?
I already had my head shaved, and it was that peach fuzz weird stage, so I just shaved it again before his wedding. Be clean shaved.
He looked really good.
Yep. So.
Except for the lights when the stage hit it.
Yeah, I look like I look like there was something wrong with me in pictures with my brother and sister.
You look like.
Yeah, no, I don't think they look good, and I know my sister-in-law probably hates looking at her wedding pictures because of my hairstyle. So.
What hair?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you look
exactly. I was a cue ball.
Did you look like? I can't remember. Did you look like Darth Vader when he took his mask off?
Not quite.
Not
no.
quite.
Well, that's my public opinion. I don't like Star Wars either.
Ooh, I'm with you on that. See, most of your unpopular opinions I agree with, but yeah, I'm not a
Don't
big
like Star Wars,
fan.
huh?
No.
I can get
They're
behind.
actually right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well here we
Yeah,
go.
here we go.
That's my unpopular opinion. I'm always right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Justin's too.
But I'm always right.
Welcome.
Oh, but Justin's always right. Yeah.
Oh, I like.
I'm glad you guys got this figured out finally.
Yeah. Yep.
We're figuring out unpopular opinions all over the place.
You know, that's what happens when you have teenagers around you.
What?
Yeah.
You get to hear and learn these new things that cause you to have unpopular opinions, possibly,
Or relationship advice.
or relationship advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But there's a joy in having those moments. So
If
That's
you
good.
could actually give me relationship advice I listen to, what would it be? Like, one thing.
you mean the relationship advice I've already given you that you listen to? Oh.
Yeah, they have this. You have to, like, refresh
Well, I
it.
thought I'd just leave that for privacy's sake, but
Don't argue over bread. That's my relationship advice.
What? What?
See? Yeah.
so yeah, Justin and Becky claimed that they've only had one fight and it was over bread.
It's true.
That is a lie. I find that funny.
100%.
So I still don't know what the argument was about.
I used to just buy cheap, like Walmart or Hy-Vee bread, and then she needs bread that costs $8 a loaf.
Okay.
And then they both go bad at the same time because we don't eat them fast enough.
Okay. So here's a maybe it's not an unpopular opinion, but why? What do you do with bread that doesn't fit in the toaster?
What?
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 Like,
Hang on a second. Whoa. Hang on a second. Bread that doesn't fit in a toaster.
like a traditional toaster.
Cut it in half and toast it.
Hang on a second. You're buying bread that doesn't fit in a toaster?
Peanut butter jelly sandwich cut down.
Cut bag. Okay.
How big is the bread?
But hang on a second.
So that bread over there that we have in the kitchen is like this.
Is it
what kind of bread
homemade
is that
bread?
called?
Is it Amish bread?
Go grab that.
Is
bread.
it Texas toast?
No. So
Is it Alaska toast? Like,
no,
how
it's
giant is
too
this
wide.
toast?
It's too long. It's too wide, and so then it doesn't fit in a traditional toaster slot. Yeah. Not in a traditional toaster.
What's a traditional toaster to you?
Our toasters are music. Our toaster is.
The toaster we have here at the house is So yeah,
I don't. That looks like a sheet of paper.
I have put that bread in my toaster at home, and it will not fit in the toaster slot.
Because it's Too wide?
because it's too long.
Which we
Oh, it's too long. We'll flip it upside down and put it long ways.
Then it sticks out the top.
Then you take it out halfway and then you retoast it.
That's my whole point. So
cut it in half.
yeah, so
Jeez.
an extra step. So the
How would
answer
you
is
ever
always
toast
an
a
extra
bagel?
Step. Buy a
Yeah.
new toaster.
Get new bread.
Do you guys have a good toaster here?
See all these problems that we have because we brought up bread.
See? This is exactly why we don't bring up bread.
Yeah,
I just gave the best relationship advice.
there we go.
Bread.
Argue over bread.
Just don't have it.
Just
Go
to-
shop. Oh, I have a good relationship advice. Here's a good relationship advice. No, here's a good one. When you first get married,
Don't buy bread.
No
don't buy bread. But when you first get married, don't go out and buy a king-size bed. Start out small with like a full-size bed and then work your way up every
Or
so many years.
like a twin XL from like
no,
the dorm
a
room?
full size. Yeah, full
Don't be
size.
stupid.
Yeah, full
Exercise,
size.
Don't be stupid.
You'll just start out full size and then go to queen, king, and then California, and then at some point separate bedrooms. Just joking.
Yeah, that's different.
That's just only because one snores.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's your relationship advice. Is that what you're giving?
No, because that's not even what our relationship is.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
still a queen.
yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's because you had headboard custom made, so we're not going to buy a bigger bed.
Well, I agree with that. Actually, that's yep. So
Wowzers.
I've had every size of bed, and I would agree with you. And
Start out full and work your way up.
this is kind of eerie that we've agreed so much in the last few weeks. What's going on here?
Well, I don't know. It's like an old married couple. You just start looking like each other, right?
Oh my,
There's an unpopular opinion.
yeah.
Why do people, when they start, like, when they've been married really long, you see, like, older couples, they start looking like each other? It's not an unpopular opinion. I'm just kind of curious.
Don't all
Why
people
is that?
just kinda look like each other, though?
All old people look alike.
Well, so do
Is that-
all ugly babies are ugly. Ages?
That's what I wondered. Are we having some ageism conversation here?
I don't think.
At what age you start to look like the other person? Is there a specific?
Are you worried, Becky, that you're going to
Is
start
there-
looking like me?
Is there
Yeah.
a specific age where you start to look like your partner?
No, but you've noticed that before with other people, right?
Never.
Okay.
Don't. No.
Oh, jeez. I was going to say.
Well, does it have to do with the fact that when you get older, you start to dress alike too, though? Like one of the people in the relationship dress the other one because they don't want to be embarrassed when they go out in public.
There's a possibility.
There's only so much.
But if your wife is
only
dressing
what?
you've already
There's so much
lost.
you wanna wear, it's like-
Yeah, I mean, a limited wardrobe selection. Yeah.
When you get
we-
married, are you going to ask Heidi to pick out your clothes daily?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would
no.
she even do it if
She-
you asked?
She would do it.
I
Yeah.
think you'd pick out yourself on a regular basis.
If I asked you to, you would.
Here's relationship advice. Spend the
If
first
I
year
asked
picking
you
out
to,
each
you
other's
would.
clothes.
If I asked you to, you would.
Oh, jeez. Well, welcome to their first fight.
About bread.
It wasn't even
Yeah.
about bread. It was about
Yeah.
clothes.
Wow.
Well,
Interesting.
We're doing
Yeah.
so well.
Now we know. Here's an. I guess this is her ick. I didn't know she had an ick. I wouldn't ask her to do that anyway. So
That's fair.
If you did, then I would be like, what's
something's wrong. She goes to the deeper level.
She's too hypothetical.
It is that deep, as the kids say. It's not that deep. For her, it is that deep. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's a green flag.
My brain hurts.
It's a green flag. So yeah. So I don't know what age to circle back to this.
Do you think it's maybe because like most people like they came from like the same like background, like they were the same like
You look like
they grew up in this they grew up in the same I don't know how to say this, but
Yeah, probably need to avoid it. Sounds like.
Just
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna stop.
We're gonna stop there. I did know this couple when we lived in Oklahoma that they were an older couple, and she dressed him every Sunday morning, picked out his clothes for him every Sunday morning for church.
Did she?
They always looked alike. They always dressed alike for Sunday morning. So yeah, she was cute.
Really cute.
Is that the other part of this? Is that you start looking like each other because you're a cute old couple that's always spending time together?
You're like my friends because their other ones are dead.
Because your other ones are dead, so you're your only friend.
What if your spouse started cutting up your steak for you so you could eat it?
Well, I mean, sometimes you never know what might cause that to be a need.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is.
Eat your steak and you probably can't eat steak.
I think this might be an unpopular opinion I have with ageism.
Okay.
Is I believe that at certain ages, the law should not apply to you. You can age out of certain laws. So here's an example. Okay, when you turn 90,
this is an unpopular.
Yeah. So when you turn 95.
Oh, I was gonna say 94.
Okay, 94, whatever, doesn't matter.
Let's say 94 and a half.
Okay, if you take because we take their driver's license away at 80, or you have to go through extra steps. But if you live to be 94, and there is caveats to this rule, because you're going to be in trouble if you murder somebody.
Okay.
But if you are 94 years old, you should be able to kill somebody as long as you can kill them with your bare hands.
Oh.
So if you're getting killed by a 94-year-old person, one, you're either too slow and they caught you, okay, or two, you're too weak that a 94-year-old just strangled you. So I think
what daylight episode have you been watching?
I think the law should adjust based on age.
That's fair.
Specifically that, or like you have other ones that you just want to.
Well, that one specifically because it makes sense.
95 just robbed the bank. It's fine.
But you have to be able to do it without assistance.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
You've thought about this one way too
Trust
much.
me.
Way too much.
Okay, let me. Am I not wrong? If you get strangled by a 94-year-old, are you laughing or are you going to be killed?
Dead.
I mean, yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not getting strangled by a 94-year-old is all I'm saying. Yeah. So
interesting. Anyway. Speaking of driver's license,
yeah.
I saw somebody post an opinion as like, if you know how your driver's license expires, right? But your age on your driver's license is always the same, right? We understand that?
It changes every year.
Well, yes. But why is like if you have to go, let's just say you have to show an ID to go get alcohol.
Yeah.
Why won't they accept an expired driver's license? You're still the same age.
The same date of birth.
Why does it matter?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah.
When does your driver's license expire?
My driver's license expire? I just renewed it. I think 2030. I don't know. It's good radio. 2029.
Wow. And you just renewed it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what Oregon has done. I got mine in 2022.
Yeah.
It expires in 2030.
Jeez. Good work.
Yeah, good job, Oregon. What's your permit expire? It expires on your 16th birthday. That was a dumb question.
Yeah.
Brielle, you have your permit, right? Yeah. Is yours vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Do you have a blue or a red background?
Blue. I have a heart next to my mini picture.
Oh, you're a donor. Okay, there's another question. You signed up to be a donor. Do you know what that means? How would you feel? Okay, you're going to be dead, so it doesn't matter. But how would you feel if what was donated were your eyes?
I won't be going dead.
I know, but isn't that kind of creepy? If your eyes were donated to somebody else?
Do they now store your memory of that's in your eyes? Like when you take a camera shot with your eyes, like you blink to store that, does that stay in your eyes or your brain?
Your brain.
Okay.
It's not like putting stuff on your cloud or on your phone.
So if you donate your eyes, does it revert back to 2020 if you didn't have good vision?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Interesting.
All right, we got to wrap this up. So,
Yes.
yeah, eye shape matters.
Really?
So let's end on this topic.
Popsicle flavors. No,
Pop-
just joking.
Popsicle flavors or brands. That's where I was going.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
SpongeBob popsicles.
We go through popsicles in this house like we should have bought stock in popsicles like we should have bought stock.
There's a
in
lot of
Applebee's.
people saying SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Favorite.
So we don't have any right now, but we'll have to get some SpongeBob popsicles so you can try
What about
them.
Bomb Pops?
Those two. Those.
We do like Bomb Pops here. Cooper, what is the Monster Pops? Is that what you have? Monster Pops. We have those. So they don't like this here, but when I was a kid, we got the ones that you had to freeze because they were the liquid ones.
Yeah, the ones the flavored ice. They're called flavored ice.
Not Otter Pops. Those were the fancy ones. Flavor Ice.
Flavor ice.
The cheap ones.
You bought it and it came in like a net.
A net. Yeah, a fish net.
A fishing net, and you throw it in the freezer, and then they were all like one big giant nacho.
They did. Yeah, you're right. So, but Otter Pops are usually shorter than the Flavor Ice ones.
We had the really big, thick ones that came.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much sugar.
So what I do with those, kind of like what Abby does with SpongeBob popsicles, is I could eat 6 in one sitting.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not good for you.
You ate the whole box in one night. Yes, you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, just throw her.
And there are 6.
Unpopular
there are
opinion:
6
throwing
in the
a
box.
girl underneath the bus. Teenage girl for eating
But
all the ice cream.
I will say this: she has to have ice cream every night. It's just a thing she does. So some sort of dessert.
Well, when she goes through an ick, she might need all that ice cream.
It's not a bad thing because I like ice cream, so she knows that too. So we have ice cream or popsicles. So yeah.
Do you put ice cream on apple pie slice every time?
No, not every time.
Never even had apple pie.
That's fair.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
I don't like pie.
Ooh, my favorite pie is going to be an unpopular opinion because we don't know if it's an actual pie. Is I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake is not a pie, but
Cake. Cheesecake is
It's not
cheesecake.
cake either.
No, it's not. But it's
This guy doesn't like anything.
But I do like
it's
French.
like Dr. Pepper. It's not Pepsi. It's not Coke. It's Dr. Pepper.
It's actually A&W and Coke together. That's why it's 23 flavors.
False. I agree. False. But
We
I
should
did
test
see a
it.
thing about the bottling of it.
Oh yeah,
The Pepsi or
Pepsi
the Coke
versus
bottles.
Coke bottles. Yeah,
I would say that the Coke bottle of Dr. Pepper is a better flavor Coke or Dr.
because
Pepper.
of the way it's shaped.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
Pie. I would say French silk is right up there with apple.
French soap. But Cooper over there, like, he's got a interesting pie choice.
Rhubarb.
I was gonna say rhubarb.
Pie.
Okay, have you ever thought, this is random, that people see colors differently?
People see colors differently.
So, like, how I see green,
Yeah.
we both think green is, like, we've both been told, well, okay,
Hang on a second.
this is this, but, like, that plant is green, right?
Right.
You do?
Yes.
We both
Unless
think
it's dead. Is it dead? No, it's not brown. We're good. Oh,
Like,
there's a.
You know it's green, I know it's green, but we see green as different colors.
So do
I could
dogs.
see pink as green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
Tasting too, is that's why people like different things. because
Sure.
People taste differently, and that's why, like, you think Coke is good.
Yeah.
Because
Your
your taste buds are broken and taste things differently.
no, but
Or they burnt the end of their tongue off.
But here's another scientific fact. Your taste buds change every 7 years.
Or you burn the end of your tongue off.
Or you burn the end of your tongue off. But that is true. Your taste buds change every 7 years.
7 years?
That's what I've heard.
That's because that gum you digest finally passed.
Statistics, yeah. I mean, 67% of statistics are made up. Did you know that?
Just like the gum swallowing, 7 years.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's why your taste buds change.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, we've gone on for about 50 minutes.
We did a good job.
You guys are finally... Thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
to everybody who
Thanks,
joined us
family.
in the peanut gallery.
I think the biggest shout out is Abby's Pinterest board. Everybody go find this and comment on all of her pens. Is it a pen? Is that what they call it? What is it called?
Yeah,
Yes,
pins.
Do you pen things on a Pinterest
Yeah,
board?
I was just
Yeah.
scrolling through Pinterest though.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have your own board?
Not for that, but
No,
yeah.
but so somebody could go search Abby's Pinterest board and they could find it.
No.
No, that defeats that purpose.
Well, they probably could. She's just saying no right now.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
because we're giving her an ick. I think I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Red flag.
Well, you've made it through one whole day out here in the Pacific Northwest. You went from Portland, Oregon to the coast and back to McMinnville. What are you looking forward to in the next few days on your trip out here? What do you want to see out here?
What do I want to see? I don't. The list of things is, I don't really know. I mean, going to the coast is the big thing. And we did part of the coast from essentially seaside all the way down to, I don't know, where the turnoff is to come to McMinnville.
Lincoln City.
Yeah. Well, we didn't. Yeah, we cut over a little bit before that.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna go down. Well, I mean, we're gonna go down to Eugene and Corvallis. Well, Corvallis and Eugene, and probably check out those campuses just for fun. I mean, you've told me so much about them before that they're cool to go to, and then we're gonna hit the Pacific Coast Line, coming back up, go north, back up to Lincoln City to come over back to McMinnville. But other than that, we're looking forward to just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got invited to this wedding.
Good. I hope it's enjoyable.
Yeah, we just RSVP'd recently. Yeah, like I was waiting for a comment that we didn't RSVP for this. So I'm surprised that we were still invited.
Well, it's funny because tonight we got an invite returned to us today, and it was for my son, and so I went and hand delivered it to his house. And I said, "Here, just so you have proof that we did mail this to you. It just got returned to us." And he goes, "Well, I'll put it on the fridge. I don't think we're doing anything. We'll probably be there." So
how did it get returned? Because you used his old address or what?
No, I think the post that can't read the handwriting.
Oh yeah, that'd be a.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're.
Well, I'm gonna make
we just RSVP'd to go to this wedding.
Well, good. I hope
we're looking forward to that.
I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
But the Rabels coming to visit the Thelanders. We don't really plan things. We just like hanging out.
Yeah. And
that's what we do.
Yeah, we go back quite a ways. I want to give a shout out to somebody who's listening, somebody I work with, Judy. When I told her you were coming and you wanted to go see Corvallis and Eugene, she was excited for you. Make sure when you go to Corvallis, you go drive by the baseball stadium, check out the national championship banners and just the atmosphere. You'll really enjoy it. So,
you know, one thing I did pack was Nike shoes so I could go to those campuses.
Yeah, you have to wear Nikes or they kick you off.
Yep. So I did pack a pair of Nikes.
And when you go to Eugene, it is a whole different feel campus-wise, but you got to go by Hayward Field and the track stadium. Pretty impressive. So
yeah, that's really what we have on the docket. Cool. Otherwise, just trying out some local food. Maybe there'll be some fresh seafood in our time here. Maybe closer to the coast. I've heard that's find some good hole in the wall places.
You can. You won't be hurting for food choices out here, so that'll be good. That'll
Sweet.
be good for you.
Look forward to getting fat.
Yep. That'll be good. So, well, we're glad you're here.
I won't fit in my tux.
It's been good. I want to say thank you to Riel and Brenton and Cooper and Abby and Becky and Heidi for joining us tonight. And as always, you get stuck with Justin and I and all that we're doing. But thanks for joining us tonight. It's been fun. We've got some good episodes planned coming up as well. I don't know what Justin's going to do next week, but I will not be on the podcast next week. So we'll have to see what he comes up with. But maybe another guest host. We'll see. So Brenton's volunteering, so that could work. Father-son duo. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we're good. We'll figure it out next week. Maybe we'll take a break. I don't know.
Maybe.
Could be episode 2 of Nate and Justin.
There you go. Spinoff. You know, it's the Frasier of the Cheers podcast. Spinoff. So that'd be good. Nate that a great job. And
it would be the movie episode.
There you go. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. Here's to a lack of irrelevant age news. We'll see you next time.
See you later.